Okay, so I came across a story that I really wanted to share with y'all because it really speaks to the importance of social media activism, of how social media can make an impact, and how we are now all across our society enforcing our rights and utilizing the tools that we have available for us, like social media, to raise awareness and to educate people about corruption so that these types of things can't continue. You may watch some of my videos and you'd be like, what is she talking about? Why is she telling us all of her business on the internet, right? Like, yeah, guys, it's important, okay? It's called social activism. I'm a free press advocate exercising my First Amendment right, okay, to free speech. That's what that one's all about. Do you know your constitutional rights? Maybe you should. Because let me tell you what, they have been violated so extensively that now there is a nationwide, a worldwide upheaval of people speaking out against these injustices that have occurred. And y'all know my platform is primarily in regard to family court reform and corruption. But this is a letter that I'm about to read to you from a civil rights attorney addressing an issue that had occurred with a 66-year-old man who had dementia. Okay, so this is exposure to corruption. All right. So please find the enclosed petition containing 2,582 signatures, which demands the immediate termination of Officer T.J. Godby from his employment with the Danville Police Department. I find it very disturbing, as does the general public, that Officer Godby had not been terminated from his employment, nor has there been any action against the other officers, especially in light of the fact that the City of Danville and Danville Police Department were aware of this deplorable conduct as of October 15, 2024, based upon the use of force report which was directed by Assistant Chief Donnan. I also direct your attention to the Civil Rights Lawyer YouTube expose, which now has over 527,000 views. Okay, so he lawyered up. He's fighting back. It's a big deal. Okay, so this was sent to the mayor, and it's in regard to beating a 66-year-old man with dementia who was featured in a video on YouTube, which the letter is responding to this situation, this issue. The community organized a petition demanding that this officer be fired. It's currently at 2,582 signatures. I'll post the link in the first pinned comment below if you want to add your name to the petition I did. Okay, so social activism at its finest. We can organize petitions. We can blow the whistle on corrupt politicians. We can talk about the injustices that we were forced to endure and how our constitutional rights were violated. We can do this on a public platform. We can raise awareness. We can name names. We can make them sweat. We can organize a petition in our local community against a political official who's been elected to office, and we can make sure that because of the ongoing corruption that they have not only been a party to, but allowed, enforced, and acted upon, and all the things, we can, in fact, fight back, guys. Think about it. The people outnumber those in positions of political and government power. We just do. Our voice has power, okay? Social media has presence and influence in every home today, all right? So you see this type of thing happening, and you see people fighting back, and you see people becoming a voice. And there were some really great comments that I enjoyed quite a bit about this particular story, so I'm going to share that with you as well. From CC42, every cop that was involved should be fired and charged, and the chief of police who made that statement full of lies backing the officer's actions, as well as the prosecutor who brought charges, should be fired too. This is in the comments posted publicly on social media. This was outrageous and such a horrible way for a retired citizen with dementia to be treated. Humiliated, treated like a criminal, lied on, beaten, and tortured. Torture used against him as some sort of bizarre retaliation, even though he did nothing. And he never acted against his tormentors. I'm glad this channel and others are doing this kind of work to expose just how bad policing has gotten in this country. Imagine paying taxes your whole life, being a good family man and a citizen, and being victimized by the so-called police like this. Not all cops are corrupt, guys. Not all judges are corrupt. Not all attorneys are corrupt. That's bias. That's negative. That's your anger and sadness talking. Okay? It is what it is. Okay? It's not true. The truth of the matter is that we do have, and this is quite unfortunate, a lot of corrupt publicly elected officials that need to be exposed. And we do have corruption in law enforcement. We do have corruption in family court law. I aspire to work in law enforcement for the rest of my life, okay? And I applaud the women who do stand strong and are capable of taking all the steps to be trained and employed in law enforcement, because we're a minority in that arena. And it's super important that people start to understand that corruption is not going to be tolerated, okay? You cannot just go on and continue to violate someone's constitutional rights year after year, decade after decade, and expect no response, okay? Petitioning the community to get somebody taken out of office, I like it. I think that's a great idea. Peaceful protests, petitions, everything short of meet me, cash me outside. How about that, right? Because that's not legal. But all of these things make an impact. Influence has power. You don't have to believe me. You can keep watching my channel and find out for yourself.